Yep. MySubstation.com, Substation Live, Substation Studios. As I jump into the picture, the benefits of a live situation. I'm all the way in the building. I got the homie in the building with me. I got DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Been Connected, Been Respected. What's going on, bro?
Man, cooling. Cold outside. My bad, I'm late.
Oh man, it's
The,
gravy.
the time wrong, but definitely in the building. Shout out to the homie Chad.
Yes,
We're here
yes,
live.
yes.
DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected. AKA I am Buffalo. Keep calm. I feed these streets.
That's what's going on. What's up with you? What's new with you? What's going on? Where can they check you out? How do they know you?
Man, they can check me out every Saturday night on 93.7 WBOK. I do the Saturday night mixtape with the homie DJ Heat from 10 to midnight.
Okay.
And, at midnight we just black out the whole city with the blackout.
Right.
Shut it down.
Right.
Each and every Saturday. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at DJ Bandana Black.
Okay. That's what it is. Now, is it just DJing that's going on with you, or
I do a pretty much a little bit of everything. I do DJing, mixtape hosting. I do promotion. I do a lot of commercials. I do a lot
Okay.
of production
Okay.
behind the scenes. I do a lot of. I've had a couple commercials on BET,
Okay.
a couple different stations, stuff like that. I do a couple joints from BLK. And,
Right.
man, pretty much just everything. I'm involved in a lot. I got that the Armadale vodka situation too,
Right.
so I'm involved with that a lot too.
Okay.
And we got the I Am Buffalo clothing. That's back
Yes.
too for 2014.
That's
We
real.
had to do the relaunch of that, so
Okay.
checking out that.
What's that about? Go ahead and get into that a little bit.
Basically, the way the I Am Buffalo clothing came about, we was doing a mixtape. We had a mixtape called Comb, City on My Back.
Okay.
A bunch of Buffalo artists, and then on one of the songs, I was just in my zone. I was like, I am Buffalo.
Come
And
on.
then my man was like, yeah, that joint kind of hot. So I
Right,
was like,
right.
name the mixtape after that. So we did the I Am Buffalo Volume 1, and then we were trying to do a couple T-shirts just with the cover of the mixtape, the I Am Buffalo, to promote the mixtape. And then probably like 200 people hit us up for the mixtape, and probably like 500 hit us up for the shirts.
Come on.
I'm like, we might be on to something. So, we
Right.
went and secured that name real quick. And we tried to do the launch of the I Am Buffalo clothing, but it's just like the demand was so heavy,
Right.
we didn't really
Right.
have the supply. So
Right.
we had to, instead of just supplying a couple people with it, we had to go strategize, go back. Shout out to my
Okay.
homie DJ Skills, that's my partner
Shooting.
on the
That's how
on
it
the
go.
I Am Buffalo clothing. So we're gonna do that relaunch. We got a little bit of financial backing and stuff now. So
Okay. Okay. That's all the way. What's up? Now, how did you get into the DJing?
Um, honestly, well, I started in music. I started off as an artist. Started off rapping, doing
Okay.
poetry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually nice, man.
What was your rap name?
It was just Bandana Black.
Okay.
It was just Bandana Black. So
Yeah.
I did the rap, and I actually ran a studio in Central Park,
Right.
and that's where like a lot of the artists like Superstar Bug, John Boy, G Wills, a lot of them came
No
to
doubt.
record.
No doubt.
And then I wound up getting a situation with BLK and just sitting there watching like DJ Noodles, DJ Wolf, uh, DJ Hassan,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Stoney. I was like, yo, I kind of like this, but I've always been the type of person where like it's probably good or bad, and I have a lot of pride. I don't want to ask for help, so I
Right.
went and bought a bunch of equipment and wasted a lot of money.
I dig it.
deals and
I dig
stuff
it.
like that. So
Uh-huh.
really just being at the station, watching the greats. Shout out to all of them, man.
No
Just
doubt.
stuck with it.
Okay. Now, I guess from then till now, what would you say is the main difference that you see and that you hear, that you feel in the music, and for more so of the things that you listen to now, trying to get to the mainstream, trying to get to a regular rotation, what is it that you hear that you're lacking, that is needed, I guess, to make it over that proverbial hump?
As far as you mean, like as far as artist music, what's needed to
Yes.
get there?
Yes, and what's the difference in what you hear from when you first started DJing until right now?
I think when I first, like I haven't actually been DJing like for that long. I've probably
Right.
been DJing maybe 4 or 5 years, like
Oh
seriously.
man, okay.
So as far as the music, it's just
But that music been with you since it's been
Yeah.
with you.
it was more originality.
Mhm,
Like I grew up, and I'm not gonna lie and say I rock with the Kumo D's and the L's, my favorite rapper, and like
Mhm.
I respect all of that, but that wasn't really music that I came up on. As far as like music I came on, maybe like some old Biggie,
Okay.
Nas, a little bit of LL, things like that. So like
Right.
back then it was more like artists didn't compromise as much as
Mhm.
far as with music right now.
Mhm.
Like artists like Nas, he stayed true to himself, whether it was for album sales or not. Like he's not gonna do. He could easily get that feature with whoever.
Whoever.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do that top 40, that pop, and sell 10 million, and
Mhm.
have all
Mhm.
these endorsements and
Mhm.
deals like that. But he stayed true. I think like nowadays a lot of artists is really just trying to copy what's going on. But
Right.
first, as far as like Buffalo, if you're copying a Atlanta artist where they don't really get that much play in
Right.
in a club like that,
Right.
if you're a copy of a copy that's not getting that much play, it's not really
How's that gonna work for you?
benefit.
Right.
Not saying every artist like that,
Mhm.
but I do see a lot of. It's not that much originality. A lot of people just try to sound like what's popping at the
Right.
moment.
Right.
A copy is never as good as the original.
Come on. Do you think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that a lot of artists go through, and the reason why they end up stalling and hitting that wall, I guess, per se?
I think so, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't support it. Not just DJs, but
Right.
just general public. Like if you on your mixtape and you talking about bang bang and the
Right.
ops and all that, we know that's Chief Keef. That's
Come
not
on.
your life. So a lot of people you got to be believable.
Right. Right.
I think that's the thing. A lot of people are not believable.
I heard the shit before, and it
Like,
wasn't from you.
Yeah, it's Buffalo. It's a small city. So
Right.
if you're on your mixtape, you done sold 40 keys,
Right.
killed 40 people,
Right.
and it haven't even been 40 people killed this year.
Come on.
It's
You
not
ain't
real.
even knocking off 40 mixtapes.
Yeah,
Come on.
you got to be believable.
Now with the promotion grind, with the work ethic grind, how do you think people I guess can go about it better, and just what you've seen in different people and the different come ups and the different strategies that people have put together. What if and anything more than being persistent, I guess, and of course being true to yourself. What is it, that people, I guess, like we were talking about earlier, if it's the lack of the physical promotion or not having the street team or the posters in the street, or the flyers or the stickers or the physical CDs.
Yeah, I think it's more than one thing. There's no one thing that's going to change it, but I think a couple of mistakes that I see that artists do is I say it like this all the time. Like if your full promotional campaign can be done from your cricket phone at home, you're losing.
You do say that.
No, I'm just saying, like if your whole promotional campaign
Uh-huh.
can be done from your cricket phone, you're losing right now. So
Mhm.
you got to actually get out of here. A lot of artists be complaining they don't play my records in the club. You're never in the club,
Right.
so why
Right.
would they? You don't know whether they're playing it or not.
Right.
You got to get out.
Can't
there.
even shout you out if I am.
Yeah,
Mhm.
even if you got mixtapes, you can't just drop it off in King City, throw up a couple of stats, and think you're going to sell. Like that's not going to happen. Like you really got to. Even how we were going back and talking about like the covers of the mixtape.
Right.
Like the visuals is what catch you 1st. So
Mhm.
when you see, if you don't know who the artist is and you in King City, you're looking at 20 mixtapes, whatever
Right.
cover catches your eye, that's what you're gonna check out.
Right.
That's what you're
Right.
gonna buy.
Mhm.
There's no reason why you should have a $200 pair of Jordans on
Come on.
in a $2 mixtape.
Let's go.
And not to diss anybody, I understand you got to work with what you got. Like I said, I don't have the best equipment, I don't have the best situation, but I invested back into myself. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
instead of going to buy that next pair of Jordans, maybe skip a release.
Right.
Go buy go pay somebody to do your mixtape cover.
Right.
Or
Right.
go to one of these professional studios and get a song done. So I think it's a lot of things that that calculate into it for an artist, but definitely the visuals, definitely the promotion. Like you got to get out here in these streets. Like
Mhm.
everybody's a rapper.
Mhm.
What makes you different? Like
Right.
when you like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like one thing I'm gonna say this, I meant to say at the beginning of the interview.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Whatever I
Uh-huh.
say is gonna be the truth, whether
Okay.
they like it or not.
Okay.
Like you can't walk up to somebody and say, "Yo, I'm the hottest artist out. Check out my music."
Come on.
Everybody is saying that.
Yes.
You got to do something different.
Man.
Even if you want a DJ to play your record, not saying you got to. I'm talking about clubs right now. You don't have to pay.
Right.
A club DJ can charge you to pay their record, but if they're playing your record and they're not charging you, if you slip them a track like that and they play it, you should be going to these clubs, even if you don't have a record. Like I'm gonna say it like this, if I was an artist, people say like allegedly, so you can't get in trouble.
Right.
Some say if I was an artist rapping, if I got a club record, I'm gonna go to these club DJs. I'm gonna say, hey, what's good? My name is such and such.
Yep.
What you drinking? Let me buy you a drink.
Yes.
Buy you a drink. I'm gonna promote where you at. I'm gonna see. Okay, Friday you DJing at Nowhere. I'm gonna promote where you at. Friday at Nowhere. I'm gonna do that maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then I'm gonna come at you, yo. I just want you to check out my music. I
Right.
don't want you to play it. I know everybody
Right.
wants to play my music. I just want you to check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You don't know how far that can take you because
Right.
everybody is coming up to you saying, "Yo, I'm the hottest artist out." Like keeping it 100. If an artist walked up to me today and said, "Yo, I'm the hottest artist out,"
I'm
got
not
bars,
listening
better,
to you.
I'm better than Jay-Z. 9 times out of 10, I might not get to your record. If an artist walks up to me and say, "Listen, I think I'm alright. I don't know. Just check out my music and you can judge." It's something different. Like you got to come different.
Why is there why is there such a lack of humility?
Honestly, I don't know. Like it's just it's free information, dog. Like like I can understand 10 years from now, artists might not know this, but everything I learned how to DJ off of YouTube.
Come on.
I learned how to move off of
Shout out to you.
Googling,
Come on.
off of watching reviews and stuff like that. So I didn't do that to make it easier for the next person per se, but maybe
Right.
the lend a hand. So if you can, it's free information.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Google how to promote yourself as an artist.
Right.
Google how to get your single play. Watch these YouTube videos instead of being on World Star all day.
Man.
Stuff like that. Like, you got to make these moves.
I was just talking about this dream right here. I just shared a link, right?
Yeah.
I just shared a link. It was about releasing your own music. A full this dream right here. Full guide to release your own music, right?
Yeah.
Now, for what they providing you, for the ebook that they providing you, all the, everything that you need, however you're gonna get your music, whatever, it's $5.99.
Yeah.
I must have posted this joint, we'll say, 200 times in the last 2 years. I know I got more than 5 and less than 10 people that complain to me about it being $5.99.
My answer to that: everybody, all these artists is walking around smoking loud. Loud is more than $5.99.
Come on.
Loud is not getting you. Loud is not making you more money. Popping bottles of Ciroc is not making you more money. You got to invest in yourself.
Man.
Like, the information, even that's $5.99. I'm pretty sure that same information, if you really like research online, is free.
Extra free.
If the information
Extra
is free,
free.
you're not getting it. Why should I do
Come on.
it for you? Why should you do it for them? Why should you call them for an interview and
Right.
get they buzz up when they not
Right.
doing it themselves?
Right.
Like, people like you and people like me are in positions to help what you're already doing,
Right.
not to start what you're
Right.
doing.
Right. Say that again.
I get people all the time
Say that again.
with music, and they don't have a Facebook.
Right.
They don't have an Instagram. They don't have a. They got 3 songs recorded.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Right.
Like, it not to be funny. That's just real.
Yeah, you ask somebody where can I check you out, you be like, man, I got a couple songs on my man joint. Them joints ain't even all the way mixed down, but come on, just think in that sense of it, right? Think about how many of those people there are.
Yeah.
And then you still trying to fight with the elites of the elites.
Yeah.
For just a little bit of scrap of getting noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I think the part that they don't understand is it's not 20 individual songs in the top 20 or 40 individual songs in the top 40. It might be 16 people, and out of them 16 people, 4 of them probably got 3 songs in there. I was just thinking on the way up here, I was thinking, man, Kendrick, you could be in the club and hear Kendrick Lamar 6 times, and that ain't nothing but swimming pools twice. What's the other one?
Poetic Justice.
Yes, Poetic Justice, and
Control Joint.
Don't Kill My Vibe.
Oh yeah.
You can hear them 3 joints twice.
Yeah.
In a 6-hour span in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He winning. He winning.
He gets it.
Yeah, man. That's another thing too. Now let me ask you about this. You host a lot of mixtapes.
Yeah.
I hear people all the time bragging, this my 10th mixtape, this my 8th mixtape, this my 15th mixtape. And I always tell people, it's not so much about the mixtapes as it is singles. I never hear somebody say, man, go download my 4th single on iTunes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, is it different, from artist to artist? Can it, if they looking for the blow up, can it can come from the mixtape, or would you the single is the way to go?
I'm gonna say like this, not allegedly, but if I was an artist, every opportunity, dog, I'm doing the mixtape, I'm doing the single.
Yes.
I'm trying to perform. I'm paying promoters to promote my mixtape in the club.
Come on,
I'm
real
doing
shit.
all of that.
Mm-hmm.
If I was an artist,
come on.
And
that's your platform.
You know what I'm saying? And most of it is free.
Come on.
It's free. Like, if you hit a promoter up and say, listen, I'm gonna go up to stat saying, come to your party. All I want you to do, I'm gonna pay to get in. All I want you to do is let me try to sell my mixtape a little bit. 9 times out of 10, they gonna do that because they gonna make their money off. Like, you just gotta think of different ways, dog.
Man, you can get you a merchandise table, man. I'm gonna tell you, you get a merchandise table, and if you play okay, you be the only one in there with a merchandise table. That's the part you don't understand.
Yeah.
Go talk to a promoter. Man, I'm gonna get my little merchandise table. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna give you $100 to let me just sit there in the hallway the whole night.
Yeah.
Come on.
And it might not even be that expensive. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I've done parties, but I wouldn't call myself a promoter. But if you're saying, listen, for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna promote this night your event. You can come. I'm gonna let you in for free. I might get you a couple drinks. You can do whatever you want to do with your mixtape.
Right.
Nobody is doing that.
You don't reach out.
Nobody is doing that.
It's not enough reaching out. Not enough reaching out. Now, do you think that they don't reach out because there is a lack of confidence in themselves, or they just really don't know the person? See, I think personally that this social generation, it makes people aren't personable anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, and I understand it because, like, honestly, I struggle with the same thing. One of the things that, like, a couple years ago, I really just evaluated myself, like, why I'm doing so much and I never got a award, or I never got this, never been a part of this, never been a part of that. You know, they do, like, even like with the art voice, they do like these different awards.
Right.
30 under 30. Like, I do a lot of work in the city, and I never got the same thing. And really just kicking it with one of the one of the DJs that I really consider my brother. He was telling me, like, really, you got to network. Like, you got to be approachable. Like, I've always been the type of person, like, I grew up on the east side of Buffalo. If I don't know you, I ain't talking. But as a DJ, you can't do that. As an artist, you can't do that. You got to be approachable. You got to be able to go to talk to people. That's one of the things I battle with to today. Like, I sit in the club for 5 hours and chill in the DJ booth playing Brick Breaker on my phone and have a good time. But if I'm not, you know what I'm saying, reaching the people and going to talk to people, maybe I can buy you a drink or stick it with you or like that, then it's a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's one thing
That fully makes sense.
that can work in there, work in the fair. And I understand, like, with social networks, everybody just Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever like that. But like I said, what makes you different? That might be the thing that you stick out on.
Come on. What makes you different campaign coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. That's all I'm saying.
If I was an artist.
Come on, man. What you listening to right now?
I just checked out I was at this DJ Big Rob had invited me to go to this it was like a hip hop site or whatever like that. Shout out to the homie DJ Big Rob, Saturday nights on BOK 6 to 10. And it was like off of Kim Morrison like that. And like this is crazy. This is like real hip hop.
Okay.
And this artist doing the right thing, the homie T Ferg. Like, I always heard his name. I never heard his music walk up to me and say, listen, I'm not actually going to play this record. And like, they had a professional covers like that. So I just want you to check it out and just give me your input on the mixtape.
Fergie!
So you know what I did?
Come on, man.
I checked out that mixtape because it was different. You see what I'm saying? He didn't approach me and say, yo, I'm the hottest artist out. Check out my mixtape, play my records. He came to me and said, listen, I just want your opinion.
And he probably listened to that joint and left. It was like, man, he wanted the hottest artist.
Like, when I listened to the joint, I'm like, yo, homie Jai going in and I watched this video and all that. So, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to work sometime in the future. I plan on hitting him up and try to work out something with him. But homie, nice.
I dig that. Do you have a certain few in the town that you go checking for? You know what I mean? Aside from, let me ask you this, too. Not even to put nobody on blast or nothing.
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna tell, like I said at the beginning of that, Bandanna Black is 100.
Come on.
You can do whatever. You can act, say whatever you want.
Yeah. The mixtapes that you host.
Yeah.
How many of them do you listen to? And what like when I say listen to, I mean, you know, like really listen to. And then what percentage of them is just straight buns?
You said like as far as the ones that I host. Honestly, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I would say. And this is what I worked on for 2014, because a lot of times it's just like I see artists who's really trying to get on and really trying to do the right things and really want me to help push their music. I might not personally like their music or really feel it. So for 2014, I said, if I don't personally feel the music, if we don't make that connection, I'm not hosting. But prior to 2014, I can say about 90%, 90-95% of the mixtapes that I hosted that I actually personally like. Now, not to say that maybe that other 15%, those actually might have did better.
Right.
But it just sounded more like it wasn't what I like. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really I listen. Joe Buttons is in my top 5 that are
okay.
That's the type of person that
I dig it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really I was a Tupac fan.
Okay.
Tupac is in my top 5 that are alive.
Right.
So I really listen to different type music than what I have to play or what I have to do to please the majority of the people. So I can honestly say 90-95% of the mixtapes that I've actually hosted prior to 2014.
That's real.
I listen on a consistent basis.
That's real.
Frost's mixtape was crazy.
Okay.
G Will's mixtape was crazy.
Okay.
It's a couple of joints that was crazy. The STMG.
T.I. guy.
They had a lot of hits on there. I like that. I've since 2012, since January 1st, 2012, I've hosted 42 mixtapes.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to listen to everybody all of the time.
Sheesh.
But a lot of Dunny Gage joint.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, and this is what I'm saying about being persistent. Ask Dunny Gage, and this, like, we live right now, right? So just keep in mind that the first 3 records Dunny Gage sent me, I didn't like.
Come on.
But when he sent me the mixtape, was a couple joints in there that I liked. I was like, you know what, I can rock with this. He didn't give up and say, yo, he don't like my first 3 records. I don't fuck with him. Bandanna Black.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Dunny Gage definitely extra.
Yeah, we may not have seen eye to eye at times or like that, but he came with some music that I can rock with, and we did the mixtape. And it came out great.
Now you know I gotta ask. I need the other 3. You said Pac and Joe Buttons was 2 of your top 5 that are alive.
Man.
You know I need the other 3.
They gonna hate me though. They gonna hate me. I'm gonna say they gonna hate me because I'm from New York and I am Buffalo.
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna just say it now. Like, honestly, In my personal top five, I'd say that they're the greatest artists ever. Like I'd have to say Joe Buttons, Tupac, Nas, Beanie Siegel.
I hear a lot of lyricism on that list.
And it'd be a tie between. Let's just keep it 100. It'd be a tie between Conway and D Black.
Come on, man.
And I know what they're saying when they listen. They gonna say he ain't say Biggie. You said keep it 100. Like not saying Biggie was a bad artist or just because I'm from New York I ain't rock with Biggie. Honestly, just being 100 with you, I didn't really listen to Biggie until after he died.
Man,
I didn't really pay attention.
On the low, Biggie not in my top 10, man. And I'm just
you think they gonna hate? They gonna hate you. Top 10.
I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. You know, and I just say it like this too, man, because you know when I listen to Biggie now, he might have pioneered the confidence, you know, the over exuberance in your confidence. I would say, you know, he might have maybe pioneered that for the next generation. But I mean, it wasn't, to me at least, like he wasn't really getting nothing from Biggie music except for just feeling good or like, yeah, he got bars but when you listen to it like that, like Biggie's bars don't match up to like a Beanie Siegel, you know. And I mean, somebody be like, man, how can you say that? That's blasphemy. Man, I'm listening to the music.
Yeah.
You know?
And like everybody has their own opinion. Like I said, a lot of people just because they from New York, they're gonna say Biggie top 5 dead or alive. Like, he was a great artist. Some of his music, right? But me personally, I never really paid attention to him until after he died.
Man.
Like Pac, like I tell people all the time, like don't listen to a Tupac song before you go into a staff meeting.
Come on,
you're gonna be fired. That's the type of impact that Tupac
no doubt,
had. Like,
no doubt.
Don't have beef with somebody and listen to Tupac.
Tupac could have been the president. See, and I say that all the time, man. Like, you know, Tupac was definitely an agent for social change. Like one thing I used to always say was, and it wasn't getting away with not listening to Biggie. That's my family from, you know, right over there. And I mean, my mother, supreme music head, so it just wasn't happening. But like I said, with Pac is like, you know, when you listening to some Pac, you listening to some shit. You thinking, you know, when you listen to some Big, you doing party and bullshit and party, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. And it was great every time it came out. But you know, you got to be real. Like, man, like I say, man, my top 5, you know, I go Rakim, I go Lauryn Hill, I go Pun, and I go Eminem, and then I always leave the 5th spot open, you know. But it's to, you know, everybody has their difference.
Yeah, and like with me, as far as like you said, like Rakim and stuff like that. Like I grew up in a Christian home. It wasn't no rap. Like, it was gospel music all the time. You see what I'm saying? So
it was fake Christian in our house.
I had to sneak to my cousin Gabriel's house where he was sneaking tapes from his dad to listen to Tupac. Listen to these people like that. So I wouldn't sit up here and lie. Like that's what you're supposed to say as a DJ or as a hip hop. Man, Rakim, NWA.
Man, I had that music since I had it.
and not to take
the tape 3 times.
And not to take anything away from them, but like that's not what got me into music. That's not what caught my ear. I'm probably, like, I say this on record. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I gotta switch my top 5.
Yeah,
Dipset. I'm probably the number one
Dipset as a whole.
I'm probably the number one Dipset fan in the world.
I tell you like this, man. I'm not gonna say the number 1 Cam fan because I know it's probably people that's way over the top. But man, hard body Cam fan, they still clown me to this day.
Honestly, that's how I got the name Bandana.
Oh man,
like Dipset was like my fucking like. I loved Dipset growing up. Like we used to pop a bottle of scissor like every Friday. No lie, in my studio, I probably got 30 empty bottles of scissor. So you know, back in the days, Joel Santana had the bandana and all that.
They wasn't even drinking that shit.
I had moved to Florida for a while like that. When I came back to Buffalo, like I said, when I was in Florida, it was just different like that. So you know, I rocked the bandana all the time and stuff like that. My man Doobie used to call me Bandana every time he said, like, "Yo, Bandana was good." They always called me Black, so that's how I got the name Bandana Black. Like it's technically because of Dipset. My man used to call me Bandana. It was already black. Once I, you know what I'm saying, started doing what I was doing, put that two together, it was Bandana Black.
You would you consider them like a group, or would you consider them a whole faction, a whole movement?
I would say a whole even each one of them on their own. Jai did their own thing. I would say as a whole Dipset. I had to put them in my top 5 that are alive.
Okay.
I bought the Diplomat community 3 times.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Now let me I'll say now, as far as that goes, you know, whole factions. Would you take Dipset before Rockefeller over that state property?
And I love state property. I play a lot of Beanie Siegel, Freeway, all that. I would have
Shout
to
out
say
to
yeah.
Petey Petey.
Like honestly, you can ask DJ Heat this. I took on my personal time and cleaned every Dipset record.
Come on.
I'm talking about mixtape records, all that. And my computer crashed and I lost it all. But I'm almost back. I'm the number one Dipset fan. Like Mike Pratt. Quick story: Mike Pratt used to be heavy with the Dipset. You know, he was doing his promotion stuff back in the days. Mm-hmm. And like when they mixtapes used to come out, I used to work at Buster's right there on Fillmore.
Okay, yep.
I used to have braids. So a lot of people don't know it's the same person, but yeah, I'm black from Buster's or whatever like that. He used to come like, yo, I got this new Dipset mixtape. It don't come out till next Friday, but I know you want this drink, so I would cop it. And then one day he came in to Buster's. He's like, yo, I got Dipset outside. I'm like, yo, you lying, dog? You ain't got Dipset outside. Yo, no lie, the nigga had Uncasa, a couple other. He had Taj Mahal, a couple other people out there. Yo, I walked out. I had food cooking on the grill. Walked outside like I know these dudes. I'm like, yo, Casa, what's poppin'? Homies, I was the number one Dipset fan, even to this day. Like I rock with Dipset.
Come on, that's real shit.
If I hit that Powerball, you
look
get
at it. Look at it.
You get that Dipset album.
Come
I
on.
guarantee you that.
Come on. Come on. I dig that. Now we saw a couple seconds ago we was talking about the cassettes. What was the first and last? First cassette you had, last cassette you had.
First cassette and last, it probably was Tupac.
Yeah.
Probably was my first and my last. Like I said, I grew up in a Christian home. It was only Christian music. You really couldn't do that. So it had to be. Pocket. It probably was Tupac.
That was like 91 and 96. I was thinking about how I wore out that that's It's Dark and Hell is Hot. That was
what? I had a couple.
That was the last tape I had. I think 99. I think that was the last.
Yeah, but it probably was the Pac joint for me.
That Any Heartbreak too. That new edition Any Heartbreak. I had that joint. Don't judge me. I definitely had that joint.
Terrible.
See, ooh.
Oh wow! You know, I think I had that too.
I still got the CD. No tape. Yeah. Oh man. Man, go look him up, man. See, I feel like a old head that I could even be talking about Fireside, and you know what I'm saying? That's, man, please think about this. It's a whole generation of people that listen to music that don't even know Busta Rhymes had hair.
It's a whole generation of people when you tell them.
Yeah.
It's a whole generation of people when you ask them what throwback, like old school song they want to hear, and they say Soulja Boy.
I had somebody tell me they ain't started listening to music till 03. They was born in 91, but they said they ain't started listening to music for real until like 03.
They was locked up?
No, they was just 12 in 03. So whatever they was listening to prior to them being 12, like man, like 03?
That's crazy.
You know everything you missed before then? Like, man, no Nori, no classic CNN, no Wu-Tang Forever.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I mess with CNN, I mess with all those music, but I never was a Wu-Tang fan.
Come on.
My cousin Gabriel was the number one Wu-Tang fan. Like, this man all day in school draw the little Wu-Tang. He had the Wu-wear leather jacket. All I never was a Wu-Tang fan. Like,
come on.
I don't know. Like, if I gotta break out a dictionary and understand every word that you're saying, it's just not. Right. That's just not for me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my IQ too low.
So the Cannabis and Papoose types. That was never for you.
I like Papoose. I listen to a lot of Papoose. I'm probably the only. I'm not gonna say only. I'm probably one of the only because I'm not sure DJs who play some of the Papoose records. Okay. Even to this day. Okay. Like he got the Bucket Naked joint off. Right. The prior mixtape. I still rock with a lot of Papoose. Cannabis, I wasn't really. I don't know.
Let me get my backpack. Let me get my notebook.
And just for the record, I think he won that LL battle. I think just because it was LL, he won.
I do too.
I think Cannabis won that record. It's kind of hard because even like
second round knockout was hard.
Yeah, like Cannabis went in. It's kind of crazy. Like even like with the Meek Mill Cassidy battle, I think lyrically, Meek can't see lyrically. See Cassidy lyrically. But if you put up a poll to the general public and say who's the better artist, and these days you're going to say
it's just not it's just not Cassidy time no more.
Yeah, they're not taking anything from Meek because Meek is a dope artist. Like, I rock with Meek.
I would have loved to see that joint during the hotel 6 in the morning times. 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Now let me ask you this about the artists like Cassidy. And you see that were once at the height of what they were, what we would call the height, and they fall back, and then a lot of times they don't come back. Even like with you see like a Lil Zane trying to come back, or like a young Chris trying to come back, or even like Cisco and Drew Hill. What do you think stops them? Or even like a Lil Mo, Lil Mo got some dope new shit out. You know?
I think what will just speaking of those specific artists, I think Little Mo, a lot of her stuff that came out of people like was features. It wasn't really just her song. It was the Fabulous and Little Mo or something. So you really didn't get a chance to you know, saying Little Mo as herself.
Right.
Lil Zane, I only know him from that one record, so I really can't speak on him. Cassidy's situation was a little different. Like when you know what I'm saying, he had caught the body, whatever like that, spent a little time in jail, then he got a little accident when he almost died like that. It's kind of hard to, I mean, that's real life shit. Like you it's kind of hard to bounce back from that type of situation.
No
but I think Cassidy could have made it come back if he wasn't beefing with Meek at this present time.
Okay.
Because the responses that Cassidy had was hard. Cassidy was going in, but Meek got that machine behind him right now. He got that MMG, that Rick Ross, and all of them behind him right now.
Come on.
And he's popping. Cassidy ain't got Swizz and Rough Riders and all that behind him right now.
Right.
He may be the doper artist, but he don't got that right now.
Come on. If you could put your A&R hat on, who would be your top 5 most marketable and ready to push package artists right now in your city? No matter you know what it is, hip hop, R&B, rap, rock, I don't care.
Oh man, you know I say I get a lot of hate and a lot of people be mad like that. They gonna be mad about this, but you asked me, so I'm gonna answer it. Like if I was an A&R and I had it, as far as who's ready right now,
it don't gotta be 1 to 5 or 5 to 1. Just
in no particular order, I would have to say Batters. Jay Batters is ready.
Okay.
Conway. Benny. D Black. And I would have to say either, as far as who's ready, I would say John L.
Come on. Rest in peace to D Black.
Yeah. And I'm saying, the only reason I didn't say D, I mean, you know, that's my brother. I love D Black. And the only reason I didn't say that because he's not, you see what I'm saying, he's not here right now. So I would say those artists. A lot of people, and this is one thing I want to say, so a lot of people get it confused. They're like, yo, he only saying them because he fuck with them like that. I didn't know any of these people before me.
Prior to.
You can ask, honest to God, I'm going to say this 100, we live right now. Ask Jay Batters, ask Conway, ask Benny, ask any of these people. Did I know them prior to music? If they say yeah, you can have everything that's in my pocket right now.
Come on.
I didn't even know who Conway was. I always heard the name Candy. I didn't know who Conway was. I happened to be at King City. The graphics caught me. I seen the mixtape, but this thing got the American flag, American Creed. Like, this drink might be tough. I popped that joint in the CD player right around the same. Like, yo, this nigga's
on the low, Greed a classic. Yeah, man. They gonna appreciate it later.
Yeah. I didn't even know Conway and Cannon was the same person prior to
a lot of people didn't. A lot of people only know him as Conway.
Yeah, so what I did was when I got the mixtape, I put up a Facebook chat like, yo, whoever this Conway dude is sick. Malek hit me up like, yo, that's my brother, yo.
Yeah.
He's nice. I'm like, yo, I need a clean version of that. Got the clean version. The streets went crazy and we played that.
Yeah.
So that's how that went.
What's the most annoying thing about people not knowing, you know, about what you do as far as, you know, if you are in the club or if you're on the radio and then wanting them to, you know, wanting you to play their music?
Number one thing that I would say, I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah,
the number one thing is people not understanding, like, I don't have to do anything. Like what I do, and a lot of what I do, I'm not supposed to do.
Right.
So when I do it, I can't do it for everybody. If I don't like if I don't like your music, I can't do it. You see what I'm saying? We break it down like this. Even if I have a set in a club, say it's 100 artists in Buffalo. If I have a set in a club, there's more than one DJ. My set is going to be anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. If it's 100 hours, we calculate maybe 3 minutes per song. I can't play everybody's song.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's not enough time. And if you're not ready, you're not ready. It's nothing against you. You're just not ready.
Come on.
Support is not you and your man saying, "Yo, this is hot. You're the hottest person out like that." That's not support. Support is a complete stranger hearing your music and saying, "Like, yo, I like this joint.
Yes.
Play that." You see what I'm saying? So I think that's number one thing. People thinking like something is owed to them. Like when I came, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different like that. But when I came up and how I came up in the industry, I didn't feel like anybody owed me anything. Like just a quick story, like how I even got on the radio. I went to the radio to get an internship. I went to ECC for communications media arts. I came for an internship. They told me no.
Right.
I came back a couple months later. They told me no. I came back again and said, "Listen, either you're gonna tell me a year or I'm getting escorted out." Basically.
Come on.
And the person that was there at the time looked over my resume and seen like, oh dang, he taught us how to do production. He taught us how to do it. He went and got the free information that was out there and applied it. So let me give him a shot. I volunteered at the station. I volunteered at the radio station for a year for free.
Come on.
I didn't get paid for the first year. I quit my job. I quit a paying job to volunteer for free Monday through Saturday, 6 to 10.
Come on.
Even with that, I got on doing overnight. I was on, my first shift was like, I think I was on like 2 to 6 in the morning,
Ooh,
or something like
that joint.
It was even a mix show though.
The nobody listening shit.
Yeah, I was just talking, like it was just filling in, like just making sure everything was okay. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
And I gave him my all. You see what I'm saying? I gave it 100%.
Yep.
I treated that 2 a.m. to 6 in the morning like I was prime
Like
time.
that was my shit.
Flex.
Yep.
That's how I treated it. You
That's
see
how
what I'm
it felt though.
saying? Yeah, like I quit my job to do that. And years later, like I've only had the Blackout's been on for maybe 2 years now. I've been on the radio since 07.
Damn, it seemed like longer than that.
I've been on the radio since 07. I just got my chance.
Right.
And I got that by mistake.
Right. Come on.
You know how I got the Blackout? This is what happened. Like no lie, like we had wound up getting DJ Supreme that came to the station like that. Shout out to DJ Supreme. Check him out. 6 to 10 Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 Saturdays like that. It was like a holiday weekend or something like that. We do like the throwback mixes. Supreme was like, "Yo, I didn't pre-record. I didn't get a chance to record my mix yet like that. You can have my slot if you want to." And I never DJ live ever on the radio this time.
Come on.
DJ Heat was in the room. He said, "Yo, you can have my slot if you want to. These 2 hours to mix." So I'm like, "Damn, I got 4 hours. I never DJ live. I'm scared." So I'm like, you know what? Chances don't always come around. That's why I tell artists all the time, take advantage of every opportunity.
Come on,
if I wouldn't have took advantage of the opportunity, I'd probably still be doing the same thing I was doing. What I did was for the next 3 days, no phone, no Facebook, no Instagram, no clubbing, no popping bottles, no none of that. And I just made sure I had a 2-hour mix ready to go on the radio. I did the 2-hour mix on the radio, and you know what I'm saying, I hit up the boss man, like, listen, all I need is a shot. Like, I did the 2 hours. I didn't do the full 4 hours. I didn't do Heat 2 hours because that's some big shoes to fill. So I did premium because he was new to the station at the time. So I did that. I hit the boss man up like, yo, all I need is a shot, dog. Like, if you don't like what I'm doing 2 weeks from now, you can fire me.
Right.
He gave me the shot.
That's how you got to talk to people, though, man. That's what people don't understand.
I bet it all. And since then, yes, I just rocked out every week. I did something different. I went to. I stayed true to myself. Like I tell you, stay true to yourself. I did music that I like. Right. Period. I mean, that's what it's always about. Yeah, and it just came to the coincidence that other people liked it too. Come on, man. And I just kept going with that. Yes. So when people see what I'm doing, even with the mixtapes and radio and just doing, like, I'm an official Shadyville DJ. I'm an official Fleet DJ. I'm an official Armadale DJ / a couple other things like that. It didn't happen overnight. Right. They didn't just hit me and say, "Yo, I want to give you this." I worked for that. I applied for the Shadyville DJs back when, like when I said I was watching Noodles and all of them. Right. This was is before. This is 07, 08, and I applied for the Shadyville DJ. I just got this last year. Come on. It don't happen overnight. I didn't feel like anybody owed me anything. Right. I did that for free. Come on. Because I knew eventually it would work to something. Because eventually it'll work. That's real shit, man. And that's how you got to be even as an artist. Like, you can't drop one mixtape and think you're going to be on. Man. Look how many mixtapes Jeezy dropped before he got on. And the number one thing I think that, well, the number two thing that pissed me off, people say, well, they support local artists in other cities, whatever like that. Like, not to toot my own horn or the really like bash anybody like that. Like, I'm probably the number one as far as DJ wise, number one supporter as far as local music. As far as what I mixtape, whatever it is. Why you think we don't have as many local platforms as what it appears to be in other cities? Because I understand it from a DJ standpoint. Who want to deal with that? You see what I'm saying? If I'm supporting this artist, no lie, I'm gonna tell you this story. Future got a song called "Somebody Lying in This Bitch." Yep. Probably one of the number one records in upstate New York. People was playing it in Texas. People was playing it in Buffalo, Dunkirk. More than one DJ is playing it. People get mad and say, "Why you promote his record? You not promote mine?" It's popping. He got a record that's popping right now. Period. And every DJ doesn't support it. Just every DJ not gonna like it. It's a record that works with what I'm doing right now, so I support it. Come on. At the end of the day, it's hard to explain that to people. They don't understand it. Everybody feel like they ready. Right. Like they on. Like if you ready, if you the hottest, you ready. You don't need me. I'm not the only DJ. Right. In the city. Right. And you coming with the full court press though for me. Yeah. I'm not the only, like, dog, when I tell you I done been through it. Like, not even hate word. It really done turned to some, it could have been something else over music, dog. Come on. Like, I don't know. Man, I dig you, bro. I all the way dig you. Anything else that you want to touch on that we might have missed? I don't know. Like, just stay. If you're an artist, man, stay focused, stay persistent. Don't give up. That's the number one thing I can say. Like, don't give up. If you really believe in what you're doing, even if nobody else believe in it, nobody would have ever thought in 100 years that I had a studio in the attic, dog. Right. Like, freezing. Man, that's where it starts. Superstar Buck will tell you this. G. Will, John Boy will tell you this. I started in the studio in the attic. I started with my mom computer.
Come on.
$40 in the dream, honestly, in my front room with my mom computer with $40 in the dream.
Come on.
And I just kept investing back into myself. And then I got the studio in the attic. And then I got the DJ equipment. Then I was able to do parties. And I was able to host mixtapes. And then I got on radio. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't come on. You get out what you put into it.
All day fucking long.
Yeah.
All day long. You got any shout outs or anything like that?
Shout out to the whole city, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to the whole city, because I can't specifically say each person, but shout out to my whole WBOK fam, the whole Shadyville DJs, the whole Fleet DJs, Armadale Vodka, R.I.P. D Black, Studi Mac.
No doubt. That I Am Buffalo Volume 9. How the hell did we how did we miss that?
Nah, it didn't come out yet.
I know. I'm saying, go ahead and give them the information.
The I Am Buffalo Volume 9, we dropping that soon. You can submit music right to IamBuffalo716@gmail.com. It's first come, first serve. If we rock with the music, works what we doing, then we gonna put that on there. We gonna release that.
And where can they grab volumes 1 through 8?
1 through 8, you can grab that right at WBOK.com, or you can go right to datpiff.com. All volumes are on there.
That's what it is. Well, man, well connected, well respected, been connected, been respected. DJ Bandanna Black, BOK Zone, Chad Money, Substation Studios on.
Shout out to Substation for having
Substation Live, Whole 716, Substation Kitties, Whole 716 Stand Up. What's up, Mel? Shout out to the TI guy. And we out of here, people. MySubstation.com.
All right.